Hey guys, Project Void here. Tonight we're actually going over how to upload stuff to your FiveM server and everything like that. So you can, as I mentioned before, you can use MyBot or you can go over to TXAdmin. They have very helpful stuff there too. So basically, I'm just going to go over, and I already know what to do, but I think it's, yep, that. So basically you can do !res for resource, whatever, and you'll get a thing. I'm not going to go over it because you guys can obviously do it if you want to. It's, up to you. But either way, so basically what we're doing is we're currently in our server right now, right? And as I mentioned in pretty much all my videos, my layout's completely different because one, I'm on my home host, and two, while the QBCore server is completely different from what your server is. So technically what QBCore says, it would be like your server, basically your home page or home folder, I should say. So basically just take that as like example, or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, once we're in there, we'll have our folders for artifacts, our txt, our start file. You won't have this, you can add it if you want. I've gone over it before. But basically, last video we actually went over how to update our artifacts. This time we're going to go over how to actually basically either update resources, or if they have updates obviously, or just your generic stuff. So anyway, this is, as you could tell by the name, QBCore. So once you go into txdata, you're going to see more folders. We'll go over how to delete admins and all of that stuff. So pretty much we want to go in our QBCore framework. And then as you can see now we're here, we have catch or cache. A lot of people call it catch, a lot of people call it cache. We got resources, Repellix history, our logo server, and server backup. So to add stuff, we want to actually go to our resources, and by default you have all this stuff. Now I've gone over before how to add resources and all this stuff, but we're just going to go over it again, because I know QBCore and ESX actually are a little bit different, not by a lot, it depends on the resources. But so for example, in this server, I don't think I have it, does not look like it. So we're going to go over two things. I'm going to try and find one that has an SQL, which I'm going to regret because I hate using SQL stuff on home hosting, but yeah, it's whatever. And then I'm going to find one that's just, a standalone type of thing, So a couple things, just to start off, you can do it however you want. So you can typically add, like, for example, if you had vMenu, you can just add a folder in here called vMenu. And then just add vMenu there. But the downside to that is, okay, what if you have vMenu or easy admin or both? Well, then you got to ensure both at the same time. So you do ensure vMenu, ensure easy admin. Or we can just do what I love to do, create another folder, put a square bracket, and just call it, for, in this example, menus, or menu, whatever you want. And then we can just move our vMenu over to menus. So now, in this example, literally all we have to do in our server config is ensure menus. And then we had, for example, easy admin, or whatever other client or server-side menu that we have, it would ensure automatically both vMenu and easy admin. Pretty easy stuff. Obviously we're not using easy admin, so we're gonna just use vMenu for this example. But anyway, I'm in my web browser right now, and then I'm just looking up vMenu. Literally all you gotta do. So there's videos out there how to install it, all that stuff, pretty simple stuff. But we're gonna go to the GitHub here. Then I'm just gonna download the latest bug patch, or whatever they had, which was August 12th, 2023. So we're gonna download the zip file. Gotta note that zip. You don't want the source code unless you know what you're doing. Then feel free to do the source code, but obviously we're not doing that this time. So anyway, you guys can't see it, and I apologize because I can't screen multiple screens at once, but basically I just got done downloading. So I'm going to open our vMenu folder. Note that you need to make a vMenu folder unless you just want to extract it over, but in our case we're not doing that. So we just made a vMenu folder, and we're in it right now, as you can see up here. So now I'm going to take everything that's in the zip folder and just drag and drop over here. And then all I need to do when I start the server is ensure menus, and we're good to go. If you're wondering how to set up permissions and all that stuff, I'll leave that link down below and all that stuff because I've already gone over that. We're not going to use it in this demonstration, but So this is like your standalone stuff. You don't have to do anything, you know. Obviously, let me find a free SQL. Actually, maybe I have one in my Keymaster even. Let me double check here. So basically what we can do now, well, I quick check. Maybe, if it lets me. Oh, it is something that I know has... Actually, something I know that is free that has it is 5PD. So let me quick actually go to the 5PD website stuff here. Maybe if it lets me. Okay. So now what we're going to do, obviously 5PD is a little different. So what I tend to do is I literally just make it its own resource. So let me quick download it here. Like so. Let it quick finish downloading. I just like to drag and drop over. So obviously if we now open it, as we can see, we got an SQL file. Oh no, what do we do? Well, you want to download a thing called XAMPP. If you don't already have it, if you've seen how to set up your, well, if you watched my video, and I think other people do it too, but everyone does it differently. So I'm just going to relate to my videos. So whenever you, and this is home hosting, so please keep that in mind. I forget to say that. It's the same thing for like a VPS, etc. Home hosting is just a little bit different, as you can tell here. So obviously, if you've seen our videos on the VPS, you know it has two big X's here, blah blah blah. Home hosting is a little different, but it's practically the same setup. So if we start both of that, we can close it, whatever. So actually, take that back. We need that open again because we need to go to MySQL admin here. Now we can close it. But basically, as you can see, it has an SQL file. So now, let me quick. Not like it mattered, but basically we want to go, and I don't know if that's actually the right one. Yeah, it is. So I can just go to here to this framework, and then I can click on import. Sorry, I just about said export. Wow. Go to wherever your TX thing's at. So I got a long ways to go. And then find your SQL file, open it, and scroll down here to import. So if everything goes right, you should get a check mark, and then, you know, all this stuff right here. So now we can actually exit out of that, exit out of this, go all the way back, and start the server. So over here it's starting right now. Maybe watch it not start. That'd be kind of funny. So now I'm going to go in my other web browser, go to localhost, since this is home, and then 40120, and then you guys obviously can't see it, but I'm logging in right now. So you could do two things before you start the server. Oh, as you can see here, I logged in. So before you start the server, you can actually go to TX data and all that, and go to server config, and by default, you know, ensure all of this stuff, which obviously ours is not. So I'll show you another way because I have a bot project open there. So another way to do it is actually go to your safety, scroll down underneath QBCore, and you can do a couple things. So one, you can just do a hashtag miscellaneous, and then just do ensure menus, and then ensure 5PD, and save it. So that way now every time your server starts, you can, you know, redo it and everything like that. And then go to your live console once everything's here. Obviously we need to update that, but we can do refresh. And then here we can do start 5PD. Then I'll do all that stuff, and then start bracket menus, which then would do, you know, feed menu. Obviously, if you have not set up permissions, you will get this. That's 100% okay. Same with this. That's fine. It's just typical for 5PD at this point. So now I'm going to switch over screens, and then if I can find my mouse again, here it is. Open 5M here. Again, not sure if I said it in this video, but I apologize if you guys can hear the fan in the background. It's just, it's extremely hot in my room right now, so I'm trying to stay cool, you know? So obviously, if you're on a VPS or whatever, if you haven't connected to it, it would be over here. But if not, you can look in your playlist. Keep in mind, if it's a brand new server, it won't show up for like about 15 to 30 minutes. So you just do connect and then the server IP in your F8 console. Otherwise, if you're home hosted like I am currently, we'll get this thing underneath the play button called connect to, and then your PC name to on LAN. Just click on that. If you haven't changed that stuff, which obviously I'm not, it's just demo purposes. You'll load into your server here. Sometimes if you don't have one and you just download 5PD, you will get the 5PD loading screen. I will actually, before I end this video, go over how to disable that if you don't want it. Obviously, if you want it, then obviously you can ignore that part. But so while we load in, I'll show something here quick. So as you see right here, server list query, blah, 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 blah. Quite literally, just to be straight up with you, easiest way to fix it is port forward everything. Obviously, this is a home hosted server, so I'm not going to do that. There's no point in it. But that's how you fix it. You just port forward 40120 and 30120. You do that for both inbound and outbound. Obviously, every so often it'll do it, but if you see it every, I think it's 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I don't remember. I think it's 3 minutes. Then you should port forward. Obviously, we'll log into my test account here. And as you can see on the top of my screen, before I fall, as you can tell, 5PD, we're off duty, blah, blah, blah. Then if we press F1, we'll get two things here. We'll quick exit the property. I forgot I was messing around and I added that stuff, so you can ignore that. But if you press F1, obviously nothing happens because we haven't set up perms or anything. But if I press M, 5PD comes up. Obviously the QBCore phone will pop up too, so you need to reconfigure this. But that just goes to show that everything's set up correctly. All that stuff you can just ignore for right now. The 5PD one anyway. The QBCore or QBWeed I should probably look into, but not really the point right now. So, with that being said, the last thing we're going to go over is how to disable the 5P loading screen. Sorry. So first step, you just want to delete that. Second step, quite literally the easiest, is open this and your code, whatever, get rid of or hashtag it out. Which actually I think in Lua it is dash, yeah. So you can dash it out. For example, I go here, do dash. Or if you're using VS Code, you can do control/ and then it'll automatically do it for you. Typically, it's honestly just easier just to delete it. Delete that, and I think that's actually all of them. Yeah. And obviously save it, restart the, whether you want to restart the whole server by itself or if you just want to restart the resource, that's fine. So that's quite literally all you need to do to add resources, etc. like that. So without further ado, guys, I'm actually gonna cut the end to this video or whatever. So if you guys need help or anything like that, I'll leave Discords and all that stuff down below. Feel free to swing by. At the time of this recording, just keep note that the Discord server that I leave, which is my Hangout, is not set up yet. You can still join and everything, that's fine. Just at the moment, at this time of the recording, don't expect anything. I plan on doing it later today or something like that, so it might be changed by the time you see this video. So yeah, but without further ado, guys, hope you have a great night, and we'll catch you later. Peace.